Stand, you're charged by indictment with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams. That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? According to the plea, there's a $500 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. They're taking in consideration 2024 CR 2832, and they're asking for a referral to felony drug court. Did you understand that should be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Judge.
Are we proceeding with sentencing?
If the court would allow us, yes.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor.
All right. So I have a few questions. So do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
21, 14, 9, 8, and 7.
All right. And where are they? Who do they live with?
My 14-year-old lives with me. My 21-year-old is out of the house, and I share custody with the younger 3.
If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And you're going to get drug tested. Here's the thing, you need to be honest with me.
Yes, ma'am. The medication that I take, I don't know how it comes up on the test, but I do take medications
For what?
for anxiety and depression.
I'm sorry, what?
Anxiety and depression.
And so
And
what were you doing with meth? I don't know how they missed that at the jail, but they say it was found when they were doing cell checks at the jail, and that you were attempting to flush something down the toilet.
I had just come back from the hospital having an x-ray done, and it was found in the cell with me. There was nothing found on me. It was in the cell, and I'm not too sure.
Well, I think what her real question is, you've used meth, right?
Yes.
All right.
Because it's saying that it was found inside her bra.
Yes, I think it stated that it was being flushed down the toilet and that it was found inside a bra. I think she's I don't know. I mean, she may say differently. I think her concern is the drugs, right? Using drugs, and she wants to tell you to tell her if.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
Yes.
understand, because what I'm reading, the stipulations that you stipulated to, it says, detention staff were conducting cell checks, and they noticed you attempting to flush something down the toilet. Detention guard Garcia then requested for additional help in restraining you and retrieving E2. I was then advised the detention staff then conducted a strip search of everyone in the cell and located E1 inside AP1's bra. I was then advised that AP told the detention guards that E2 was located inside her underwear. So they're saying that you told them it was located in your underwear, both locations, which would constitute a strip search. So they're saying they found it in the underwear and the bra.
So
And then
Judge, if I may, I'm sorry, and I had trouble with this first. When they said underwear and she admitted to underwear,
Mhm.
I don't think they ever found it in her, her panties. But some people, when they say underwear, they mean bra and panties or underwear. And some people, it's like your panties. So when she said underwear, I think she was referring to her bra, I don't think anyone is saying that they found it in her panties area.
Well, I'm reading what I'm reading from the police report is that they're saying bra and underwear, and they said both locations.
Yeah, so Judge, I literally, I don't think it says they found it in both. I think she says I admitted it with underwear, and I don't mean to make a mountain on a molehill, but I think when she says she admitted it was in her underwear, she means she's admitting that it's in her bra. And I don't think that the state would say, nor does anyone saying that.
So here's the thing, that what I'm reading in the report, whether it's underwear or bra, it's on her.
Yes,
And it's not something from the hospital, because they're saying it was in clear bagging. Unless the hospital has started putting their medications in clear baggies.
No, ma'am. It was in a wrapper for a sanitary napkin.
Okay.
And it was in the cell with me. I do have an issue with I used previously, but since then I've stopped using and attempted to get things back on track.
Okay. So are you employed?
No, ma'am, not currently. I was on full house arrest.
All right. So have you ever had employment?
Yes.
Doing what?
I was a server for a restaurant for a while, and then for the past, I want to say, a year or so, I haven't.
Speak up, ma'am.
Yes, for the past year or so, I haven't been employed just because I was trying to, I actually lived in Beeville and then I moved back here to San Antonio. While I was moving, was when this incident occurred.
All right, who lives with you with your children?
Myself and my grandfather.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 4 years deferred adjudication. There's going to be a referral to felony drug court. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. Once you've started parenting classes, your counsel can approach me about that and I'll consider changing that. Take in consideration 2024 CR 2832.
Judge, I'm sorry, may I ask a question?
Yes.
I'm sorry, when you say no unsupervised contact, you mean minors besides her children? Because
Children, period. So she says she lives with her grandfather, so I'm assuming her grandfather is there.
but I think her testimony was their 14-year-old is currently with her.
Yes.
I don't know what we do with a 14-year-old.
But no, she said that she was, I said, who's living with you and your children? And she said the grandfather.
Yeah.
So my concern, if the court says no unsupervised contact, so the grandfather is sufficient to
Yes.
satisfy. All right, I'm just making sure I don't set her up for failure.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
You can go off the record. And this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If you have an issue, let probation know. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you that are going to go over conditions. Did you understand you're charged with fraudulent use or possession of identifying information, 5 items, as a state jail felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Judge, a couple things. The no contact order with Tanya. My client and Tanya do have a 14-year-old daughter together. Primarily, my client only talks to his 14-year-old daughter. He does not communicate with Tanya. However, should there be an emergency or any parenting decisions that need to be discussed, I think it is possible. There is a possibility that they would need to discuss their child. And they also have the possibility of seeing each other at drop-offs. So we would just be asking either for the no contact except for regarding their child, which, or a no harmful or injurious contact, Judge.
It says that she doesn't live in the state.
Correct.
So where would they be having contact at drop-offs?
He still does see his child, so
Well, I
we
mean,
still
does she
need to
come down
do-
here?
I live in Michigan, ma'am.
Oh, you live in Michigan as well?
Yes.
Okay. So you're all gonna be asking that this be transferred to Michigan?
Yes, Judge.
And what county in Michigan?
Right, or Ottawa.
Spell that, please.
OTTAWA.
All right, anything else?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Goldberg works as a licensed security guard, an armed security guard for his employment. And we understand that traditionally no firearms as a condition of probation, is done in every case. But if he were not be able to carry his firearm for work, he would not be able to support his family. So we were asking, since this is a nonviolent offense, if there would be any way to let him keep his job and continue to support his family by having a firearm for work.
All right. State.
No objection to the no harmful or injurious contact order, Your Honor. And technically, if he's on probation for or deferred, he can't be in possession of firearms.
I follow the law.
Okay, Judge, thank you.
All right. All right. So you went to a tire shop and purchased wheels and tires?
Yes, ma'am.
And when you say purchase wheels, what do you mean? What does that mean?
Just rims and tires for a car.
All right, so, and you put this on our account.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Why would you do that?
What happened is when we were married, we used this, the Snap Finance a few times. And when I went to go buy rims and tires, her information was still on there. And I signed it as well, not reading all of it like I should have. And this is what happened.
It wasn't just in her name, Judge. He took out a credit account, not realizing that her name was also still on it. His name was on it as well.
All right. So where are you going to be working now? Because you're not going to be allowed to carry a weapon.
I am retired Air Force.
Okay. And with regards to the no contact order, state?
No objections to the no harmful interest contact with this individual, Your Honor, since they do have a child.
All right. So, do you know if she wants to have contact?
I don't believe that they, either one of them want contact with each other, Judge, except for regarding their child. Correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. All right. And if you were drug tested today, what would the results be?
Positive because I do have a prescription for marijuana.
For what purpose?
PTSD.
Okay. All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to, I'm sorry, state, you may continue to confer. Court is going to sentence you to 3 years deferred adjudication. There's to be restitution. We can go off the record. So probation is going to go over conditions with you. Make sure you read those conditions. One of the conditions that people always overlook in the probation packet is the one that says that you're required to support your dependents. So if you don't support your dependents, technically, a motion to revoke can be filed.
Okay.
If you have a question about anything, let your probation officer know. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court or have your attorney come back to court since you're in Michigan. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So tell me about the tattoos.
I'm
always interested.
I got a lot of them in the military, so this one I just,
Why did you do the black? You know, a lot of people are doing the blackout tattoos now.
Yeah.
Was it to cover up something?
it was
or-
to cover up. I had another full sleeve that I had like 18
Mhm.
years ago when I was in the military and I just wanted to cover it up.
Because I read that Kat, I think her name is Kat Bundy's.
Oh, yes.
She is doing her entire body from neck down,
I heard.
100% black. The only thing she's not covering up, I think she said is.
Oh,
her
she's
parents'
blacking out
tattoo.
everything?
Their
Yeah.
face and everything.
Whoa.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Back
So-
to the plea, Judge, I do.
Just 1 second. So what about the names?
This is Bahala, so I got that from the military.
Okay.
This I recently just got because I wanted my initials. I just have a thing for art. I've always had.
Oh, no. And I always ask because I'm always interested in the pain.
Oh,
So the blackout tattoo, was that painful?
yes, yes. I don't want a tattoo after that.
How long did it take?
16 hours, like 3 passes.
Ah,
Yeah, no
all in
fun.
one sitting?
No, definitely not.
All right. And then the earrings, I always wonder if the weight, when you put the weight.
No, these are
into-
titanium, so they weigh nothing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Does it hurt when you're doing the stretching?
yes, it does.
Are you gonna go bigger?
No, I want to go smaller if anything.
I was watching, what is her name? The doctor, they call her Dr. Pimple.
The
Whatever.
pimple on?
Yeah, but actually she says, hey, I'm not just that, right? I do more. So there were some people who had the earrings and then they wanted, it back. And so she was able to get it back, but she had to cut it some sort of way and put
Ooh.
the,
Stitch
Yes.
it up. Yeah.
Yes.
Doesn't sound fun.
all right. Yes.
I do have one question, Judge. Since he is retired Air Force, you did say proof of additional employment. I just wanted to clarify that.
Well, I mean, I require that people are employed. If he's receiving SSI or something else, then he just needs to let probation know.
Okay. I just didn't know if he would need to get an additional job. I wanted to make sure that was clear for him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the job he has, if it requires that he carry a weapon, he can't have it.
Sometimes I
Correct.
don't, so I can always work the jobs that I don't.
Okay.
Okay, I just wanted to be clear. Thank you,
Sure.
Judge.
All right. Thank
Thank
you.
you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Miss Attorney. What
Yeah.